What up, you guys? Mr. Money1235 here again, here with a review of the new Mumford and Sons album, Babel. Or Babel. I don't give a shit how you say it. I'm gonna say Babel, because you know what? I'm the fucking master. Yeah, Babel. Let me start off by saying that this album is really good. The band is back with not a change in style, which seems to be happening to a whole lot of bands this year, but just a way bigger, more advanced version of their style, if that makes sense. Now, I don't find this album as memorable as Sigh No More, which I regard to be a perfect album. I love every single song on this album, and I think it is just perfect. This here is really good. I can really sense the passion in this, and it's just so good. The songwriting is all here. I love the melodies and choruses that go on in this thing, the verses. Back before I heard this thing, when I listened to the live videos on YouTube of performances that they had done of songs off this album, I thought I was going to hate it. All the songs just sounded so slow. It sounded like this album was going to be filled with a whole bunch of ballads, and I was like, I almost was just not going to listen to this at all. Thank God I gave it a second chance, because like the studio versions of these songs really give it that good folk vibe that I'm looking for from this band. I really love the intro to this album. It kind of has like this cool little three-part thing going on with it, with the beginning song, Babel, and then it goes into Whispers in the Dark, and then the lead single, I Will Wait. Those three songs right there kind of create like a kickoff for this album, which I thought was really interesting, but it works really well. I will say that the opening track for this song is better than the opening track for Sigh No More. Sigh No More started off on a slow note, while this album just kicks it off with some really fast-moving banjos and guitars. I really love the sound of the banjo on the track Whispers in the Dark. It's so clear, and it's like the leading instrument, and it's one of my favorite sounds that I love from this band, that the banjo is such a predominant instrument, and it sounds so good on here. And the single I Will Wait is probably my overall favorite on the album, closely followed by the songs Broken Crown, Hopeless Wanderer, and Lover of the Light. Those are really good. This band also has a really unique voice to it. Like the lead singer's voice, you can just tell it's Mumford and Sons when you hear his voice. I just love it. The structure of the album is so perfect too. It's like there's a really great combination of like the fast songs and the slow songs. It mixes in so well. The track listing is just perfect. There were so many times the first time that I listened to this thing that I was like getting bored with something, and I reached over to actually click to the next track, and then I would hear something else and I'd be like, oh wait, I need to hear this. That's what reassured me that I love this album, because it kept me engaged the whole time. It made me want to keep listening to it all the way to the end. So I think it's great. This is definitely the type of sound that you want to hear from a second album. If you love this style of music, you're probably going to love this way more than Sigh No More. I still have to give my favorite though to Sigh No More, just because of how memorable the songs are on this thing. I've given this thing many listens, and I gotta say, it's really good, and I probably will be picking this up on release day. It's a solid 8 out of 10 for me. It's good. Go check it out if you love the first album. Mr. Money1235. I'll see you guys later.